Hello. Right, here's what I'm going to do. Right, let me just move this down. Oops. Okay. Now I think that bit, just a smidgen more. You know what? Fuck it. I'll stay there. Right. Now I think I've sorted out the or just found out what was causing, rather than sorted out, I should say, the issue with the graphics being cut off. For some reason, because my monitors are widescreen monitors, which just helps when I'm writing and doing other bits and pieces as well, doesn't really seem to support properly borderless windows, borderless full screen and widescreen at the same time. So if I just show you, hopefully this will work. Yeah, see, full screen. So normally I do full screen borderless. Now this may or may not work, but we'll see. But let's continue. See, there you go. Everything is now. See, well, you can't quite see it because obviously I'm in the thing. But you can see the text is not cut off there. The journal bit's not cut off there because it's behind me. You know what? I might just move me up to the. No, I can go across to this screen, but I have to. Oh no, because that's where the text is. I remember that now. Yeah, I have to sort of, Alt Tab to go back. So it doesn't look like it's flickering or anything like that. It does look like it's working all right. So yeah, the screen might flicker. Don't worry too much about that. Okay, there we go. Right, talk to Persephone. Go and see what Pam wants. Well, considering, especially after yesterday, definitely decided I think Persephone is going to be the romance option. Now I found out there's a small spoiler. There are 4 possible romance paths. I'm moving counter the characters already. I think you can probably guess who they are, but yeah, I'm going to go and talk to Persephone because, yeah. And then after that, go and talk to Apollo.
Ready, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to.
Yeah, the text.
I'm loath to admit it. I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Yeah, okay, the text is now properly aligned, so that's good. So it's like, you changed your mind about him?
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
You should know. Pan asked me to meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's interesting. Did he happen to say what he wanted?
No. He probably wants to cash in his favor.
Huh. That's what he does. Collect favors and then use them to gather even more favors. To what end, I dare not guess.
Yeah. Maybe that's the motive?
Maybe that's what went wrong with Calliope. A favor she wouldn't repay.
Or something she'd discovered and refused to conceal. Now, that would be just like her. You should go ahead and see what Pan wants. It might be useful.
Okay, so we go.
Throw caution to the wind, huh?
Somehow you'll manage.
Yep.
I want to send you to a party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding.
Oh.
She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Ooh. Yeah. Why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
I'm trying to use the keyboard.
She and I don't get along.
Really?
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome. Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember, if I remember my mythology correctly, and please someone correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but isn't Aphrodite's husband Hephaestus, or at the very least, they have a good relationship, like practically husband sort of thing. Well, even though I was playing Hades, 2 a few months ago, it's my Greek mythology knowledge isn't that great, I'll admit. So, yeah, why a party? Okay, fair enough. Nothing else.
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would.
Okay.
You can put 2 and 2 together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
That sounds good. Okay, what I'm going to do, because I had to delete my config to get things working again properly the way I wanted to, and I've got a sneaking suspicion it's deleted my keybind, so just bear me one moment. I have to go to controls. Oh yeah, yes, I thought so. Okay, so let's just, there we go. Confirm, back.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
All right. Well, yeah. This kind of speaks for Aphrodite. Yeah. I mean, originally I was going to get, we talked to Persephone, I was going to go talk to Apollo or play with Pan, but no, I think the Aphrodite one's the, I like this gives you like sort of like what you should be doing in the story. Now, I should go to Aphrodite's party or see what Pan wants. No, you don't have to, but that's like the recommendation sort of thing. Alright, let's go to Aphrodite. Now that's a building. Oh, yeah, Apollo's there as well.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Speaking to Aphrodite?
Hello, Grace.
Hi.
To be honest, I'm surprised to see you here.
Persephone said I should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
Is this a wake? Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
I don't like the sound of that. What am I missing?
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu, recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil.
Yeah.
In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Oh. She absorbs the memories. That actually does sound kind of cool.
That doesn't seem so terrible. Am I missing something?
Well, remember how old we all are. There are so many memories. So the veil lifts gradually to protect you.
Okay.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Oh. Yeah. Like, yeah, what? Ooh. I'll be fine.
I have a hard time believing I'll forget who I am.
You won't stop being you. You'll just also be everyone else who isn't you.
Like a trill.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war.
Oh.
Passing on her Eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Wait, Aphrodite's gonna die?
When you say she's gonna pass on her Eidolon, you mean
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
Damn.
In front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace. To make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must.
Oh, now I understand why they gave the trigger warnings and content warnings.
At least for a while.
Now I completely understand why they have the content warnings. Yeah, this is... Ooh, yeah.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her 4th, I think, perhaps 5th.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past. While she still remembers it.
Damn, this is rough. Like, Calliope didn't approve.
Wait. Persephone said Calliope always refused to come to these parties.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder.
Oh dear.
It was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
Okay, I think we made the right choice. I'll say we. It's like, do you support this?
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
Part of me wants to know, but part of me doesn't want to know what happened to Aphrodite. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so what did Aphrodite want Calliope to do? What did she want me to do?
Well, knowing Aphrodite, she'll want you to make a production of it all. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Okay.
Mingling.
Yeah, mingling. Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
So I was kind of right. This is like a wake, but it's a wake when the person's still alive or still present. I suppose it would be a more accurate term because the whole. Who do I talk to? I'm probably only going to talk to one. I'm writing what? Eros, because Eros is Aphrodite's son. Kind of is, kind of isn't. So, you know what? Let's go and talk to Eros.
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Ah.
Oh. Okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much, you have no idea.
You okay, dude?
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
This kind of explains why he's been the way the way he was yesterday when we spoke to him in the bar. But this happens a lot.
From the sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore. Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything.
Oh, that's going to be rough.
The panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Damn. this is. I was not expecting the storyline to go down this path, but to be fair, they did give content warnings about PTSD and stuff like that, which it's basically what Aphrodite's got. And the whole, even though I don't like saying the term, the passing on, shall we say, what happened to her?
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I'm not going to pressure you on that one. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's fair. It's really not my business.
No, it is. I mean, it's not, but she does want you here. So you need to know. What happened is that Brother Ares happened.
Oh.
He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see. So he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy.
Oh, shit.
Told them about the idols.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Did Aphrodite escape? Oh, fuck. Considering who Aphrodite is and her abilities and powers. Damn.
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
I do.
No. Should I?
God of smiths. He could make anything, any tool or weapon. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her.
Yeah.
When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
What did he do?
With the, jackbooted guys.
Yeah.
No. With their enemies. That's what saved her.
Oh. Oh. I think I know what Hephaestus did. Because assuming these jackbooted enemies are who I think they're referring to, the enemies would have been the allies, i.e. the UK, the US, and everyone else who was basically on our side. And what was the major thing that a certain country did at the end of World War II? Twice. I'm thinking Hephaestus gave him the secret to the A-bomb, to the nukes. For my own, even though this is probably going to be harsh, I'm going to have to find out.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world.
There we go.
Hephaestus
Yeah.
saved us all.
Yeah.
We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back.
Yep, Hephaestus created the...
But he never even got to say goodbye.
Oh.
It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together.
But she realised...
Now he's all she can think about.
Probably because she realised that Hephaestus was someone who genuinely cared for her. And now he's not there. Is there no other way?
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of.
Oh, this is rough.
For a while, She'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until...
Yeah,
I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
fuck. Yeah, isn't this like,
Maybe I just don't understand, but isn't this like suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide.
oh,
They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever.
damn.
Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect. Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die. For a while.
She needs my help.
What is my part in all of this? I'll help if I can.
Aphrodite loves drama. She always has. She wants us here to... well, to remember. To celebrate our history. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer.
Maybe we can help her.
See, it isn't working.
Legitimately.
She needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
I'll do my best.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
We got to give it a try.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
I mean, for some people that could just be, too much of a thing, and just get. If she is going to go through with this plan, I think the least we can do is give her a good memory as one of her last memories. Yeah, we've spoken to Apollo, know what his views are on this, so let's wait for Aphrodite. Here she is. Oh, is that a guess?
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, again.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh,
Venus! Oh, brilliant.
Grace, Grace. Meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Yeah. I'm going to go along with the, if you pardon the pun, the spirit of the things,
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survive my trial?
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
Yeah, I really need your help first.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
He knows it, but he doesn't like it. I want to talk you out of this. Yeah, I'm. Yeah. No, God, I wish I had the different playthroughs of 4. Yeah. What do you want me to do?
I have to admit, it's not clear what my part in all this is supposed to be.
How could it be? You've barely just arrived, darling girl. How did you even find out about it?
That would be Persephone's doing.
Apollo! Oh, you've come after all.
You look remarkably well, cousin.
I've had a great deal of time to prepare. I assure you that would not be the case. As for you, Grace, have you gathered the true purpose of tonight's gathering?
To forget?
To ease your suffering? To forget about what happened?
An escape into the soothing blackness. To swim in Lethean waters, at least for a time.
Does it help?
I don't know. Each Aphrodite before me begged for mercy. This is all I can do for all of us. Even so, tonight is not about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Yeah. I think the whole, it said I want to talk you out of that. Yeah. This is one of those. I say I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand. Go to Venus, I think, first. When we go to Venus, speak to Apollo, and then do the ritual, because that's going to be rough. This is going to speak to the Aphrodite in waiting.
I want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up.
It's all good.
Looks like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. My foot has been lodged firmly in my mouth since this began.
It's a relief to know I won't be the only one. If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
Yeah, it did happen really fast.
I'm not sure. It happened so fast I didn't know what to think. Calliope died and then all this happened.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
Yeah, the veil hasn't.
Wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
Yeah, it does seem like a fever dream, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, how do you know Aphrodite just out of curiosity? I mean, she said yes, her name really is Venus, so I'm not going to ask her about that.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that?
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Okay, for the sake of it, I'm gonna have to ask.
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that, even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place. She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
Okay, I like her. So, like, you okay with all this?
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much.
Yeah, if you know what.
She called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
Yeah, that's why they were talking about PTSD. This is wrong, is it? No, I don't. Let's just say I am not going to put in, myself in Aphrodite's shoes and say I know exactly what she's been through. But let's just say I've had a few, obviously, like many people, I've had some traumatic incidences in my life, and there have been points when it's like, I don't necessarily agree, but I understand.
You probably need to get ready. I shouldn't keep you.
No, this is Lady Aphrodite's big night, not mine.
It'll be yours later, won't it?
Yeah, I guess it will.
It's going to talk to our boy Apollo.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
Yeah. Aphrodite won't help me.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
Not surprising. Surely Persephone must have realized that.
How? She's never been to one of these things. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'd do now.
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
Yeah. You met Venus?
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person.
Dampen the effects, yeah.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
Yeah. Eros wants this to stop.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble, piece by piece, only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
Ay.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You go to your sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan.
Yeah,
Place.
that feels alright. Yeah, why is that?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
Oh, do we try and convince Aphrodite? I'm just trying to decide, do we want to try and make an attempt at saving Aphrodite, knowing what she's gone through, what is the outlines of what she's gone through, and the fact that this is pretty much for her living hell. I think I'm going to try and save her, but if she ultimately insists on going through with it, then we'll make her final day to be a good one.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world.
That looks like Athena.
This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
I'm wondering if the fact that this is the first time that Calliope in some form is here might be able to save her.
We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage.
Damn.
Held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again. I was wrong. I was.
Focus on blue for this one, I think.
I see you have the power. It's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored. Loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice.
Hephaestus.
The man that I ignored saved me when I fell.
And that, yeah.
I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy. Made a secret weapon so my cowards
Yeah.
let me go.
Hephaestus help make the nukes.
He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory. And this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
I can't believe what I'm hearing today. If your story stops there, I've nothing to say. I can't imagine. I feel like a child who grew up too fast. The goddess of love can't get past the past. What good is a flame when everything's ash?
Good reference to Hephaestus there.
I can't imagine.
There's no excuse, but mortals can tell.
You know.
There's no sweet release, it's ongoing.
You know. You know.
Everyone's here.
It is.
Bid me
This scene is.
Can you imagine
I can imagine.
this really happened? I won't let
Oh, this is an incredibly star-studded cast.
you late. Sing me to sleep. Pity my fate. My memories won't let me be.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
This is Aphrodite's dying, basically.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment. I'm only new here, so all this seems out of my hands. And your ceremony, well, only a god understands.
She was not treated well.
It's all over. What will become of the girl who keeps all your secrets secret from you? Will she disappear as you come into view? Is there some other way to get through? Lost in
Yeah,
a moment,
That's an appropriate emote.
lost in a song.
Apollo.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Do everything I can to try and save her.
Lost in a moment. There's fire in you yet. Aphrodite returns, she'll never forget.
Finally, we'll be free.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Yes.
Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment.
Yeah, let's just say Aphrodite has
True.
severe PTSD.
You've chosen to.
Have we saved? Yes!
I have chosen to live.
Oh, and her husband, Hephaestus, helped the Allies create the nukes. Fuck yes, we saved Aphrodite.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
That's Eros.
Well, always.
Venus.
None of us regret this choice in the days to come. But thank you.
Oh, I feel so good. Yeah, because this is like a sort of choose your own adventure story, but as a musical. So you have like a trait you can pick at the beginning, and I picked Kick-Ass, which is the more sort of aggressive, I won't stand for any shit. There's Charisma, which is like being compassionate and charming. There's obviously Kick-Ass, which is action, and then there's more sort of I'm going to call it Smarts or thinking, which is like, you know, using your brain. There's also flirting options, and what I will say is Persephone in this is she reminds me very much of Beauregard from Critical Role Season 2. That almost like the look is almost identical. It's scary, but the songs themselves, when you choose the options, actually changes the lyrics and the outcome of the songs. So you think, oh, you know, I'm just picking what comes next, but it's like, no, there's like each song, each part has 3 options, and I think like if you get, it's really freaking good. I'm actually really surprised by how much I enjoyed this, because it's like you've got certain characters like you can. I mean, the overall plot is Calliope, the muse, has been killed by someone or something, and her abilities and powers have passed on to this character, Grace. And her being the muse is so inspiration, building it all up. And yeah, there's some very dark elements in this. Very, very dark. Like she's talking about like Hephaestus, and yeah, I mean it's good, but like they don't go into details, but it's heavily implied what certain things are. Like again, because it's just such a major moment. One of the big things like she was talking about just before was like her husband Hephaestus, the god of smiths, construction and things like that, and tinkering. Absolutely adored Aphrodite, but all the time they were married, she just pretty much was like, yeah, whatever. When she was captured by a certain, shall we say, jackbooted group in World War II, yes, those individuals, the only one who helped her escape indirectly was her husband. And the way he did that was he went to the Allies, he went to the US, which is why they're in the US, and was like, you're going to help me save my wife, and in return, I'm going to give you a weapon to defeat your enemies. And they showed it in there. Yeah. So Hephaestus is who gave the Allies the secret of the nukes, and it was just like, oh. And ever since then, it's just like, well, okay, I've done some really horrible things. I'm going to back away. Aphrodite misses him terribly because she realised he genuinely cared for her and she just brushed him off. But she was in such bad PTSD that she would, in effect, shunt her soul into another mortal. Unfortunately, the process would end the current body's life, and then over a period of time, the memories would start to come back, hence why the young lady there, Venus, was tragic and beautiful. Yes, definitely. And it's like, holy when you realise what's going on, this has been so well done. It feels it's like a comic book, but with a musical, with everything else done in there as well. And it is just, I mean, I'm a fan of, like, you know, the Greek mythology because I played Hades and stuff like that. But to say that there is a star-studded cast is an understatement. You're gonna go look, but no. By all means, I'm gonna be yakking away at this big, you know, during the quiet moments because I'm trying not to talk when the songs and stuff are on. But yes, by all means, look away. I'm gonna be enjoying this. Right, okay. So yeah, you promised to help me. That feels a little bit aggressive, and I know my character is she's on the kick-ass side. She's more on that sort of action side rather than, you know, being aggressive. So I think, yeah, because you can see on the right there, there's the green star symbol. That's the charisma one. So if I'd have picked the charisma traits at the beginning of the game, I would have that as a chat option, which makes me think that there's, in fact, I know there's multiple different endings, but I'm so freaking happy we got to freaking save Aphrodite, because it's like, yeah, there's apparently some bad things can happen if you don't save her. But then again, some bad things could happen if you do save her, as Apollo was saying before. You know what? Yeah, really hope, that's why one of the chat options there is like, I really hope this isn't worse. It's like, no. She's decided to take a step back from removing herself from existence. So, you know, we're going to put a positive spin on it, you know, offer our help if she needs it. So it's choice between either this will work out or you promise to help me. Yeah, this will work. You know what? Let's go with you promise to help me. A little bit more aggressive, but you know, she did say. Oops, it helps if I'm on the right screen.
I really don't want to press, but you had said before that we could talk afterwards.
I don't think this is the time to talk.
It's fine, my love. I owe Grace so much, and her need is great. No doubt regarding Calliope's death. Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
Fair enough. Eros is being, you know, the entity who he regards as his mother. Maybe not. That's definitely not her original body anymore. Which is why he said when we first met her that Aphrodite is his mother, but also isn't his mother. Like, she has the soul of his mother, but not the form of it. So, and I imagine it's probably the same sort of thing for him as well. Maybe Pan, but yeah.
I was thinking maybe Pan.
Pan? Kill Calliope? Tish tosh, I don't believe it.
He showed up at my apartment right after I left Athena's office. He's very suspicious.
But that's Pan for you.
Over him too much, Mother.
I happen to feel there are entities among us far more sinister.
Ooh!
You're thinking of Medusa, aren't you?
Oh! I didn't realise Medusa was going to be in this. But, oh, do we get to meet Medusa?
Hold the phone. That chick who turns people into stone?
Yeah, that's the one.
She works for Athena as a watcher.
Of course she worked for Athena.
Everywhere, lurking in the shadows. If you look anywhere, Grace, start with her.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
Honestly, Eros is a character I like him.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
So, did they have anything helpful?
Maybe.
Yeah, Medusa.
What about Medusa?
Medusa? That's a rather dark name to unearth. Are you thinking of seeking her out?
If I can find her, yeah. At the very least, I want to meet her, even if she tells us to GTFO. Chris personally wants to meet Medusa.
I am. Do you know where she is?
Not really, no. Medusa makes it her business to stay out of sight. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know.
Pan probably would. Unfortunately.
You know, Grace, you seem troubled.
Yeah, Aphrodite went through so much. I'm glad they didn't go into detail on that side of things. They just left it open to interpretation, but it was pretty clear that what she went through was not fun. Especially when they mentioned Ares getting involved in World War II. That was just like, oh, that's going to go wrong.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
Yeah, 3 days ago we didn't even know gods existed. Now...
I should apologize for my outburst at the underworld. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
Bit of a graphic glitch there. Yeah, I ain't letting you off the hook, boyo. Oh, so yeah, because obviously some choice I've made in the past has blocked off that option. Okay, yeah, I ain't letting you off the hook yet.
You think that's all it takes? That you'll get off the hook that easily? You said you'd help, like you helped me here with Aphrodite. But I'm still in danger.
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Give my regards to Persephone when you see her.
Yeah, so I've Persephone is definitely shall we say active, as I said yesterday, activating the monkey brain. Exhibit A.
Always so dramatic. And well done, by the way. You may be the very first person ever to talk sense into Aphrodite.
Yeah. Did I do the right thing? Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, seriously, whenever I look at that character, I just keep thinking, Bo, it's so well done. I just the whole, the suit, the hair, just the whole general vibe. It definitely gets my approval. Not that it matters, but like, she kept things from you. Of course, she kept things from you. That's the thing about all these Olympian gods. They're, when you read up on the mythologies and the stories behind them, especially Zeus, you know what I mean. They got up to some schemes. They really got up to some schemes. And good evening. Oh, dude. You really need to watch the VOD. That's all I'm gonna say. You really need to watch the VOD for this sequence. We just had an amazing encounter with Aphrodite. I can't go into it too much, but let's just say we managed to save Aphrodite from a... And we found out some very interesting things about something that happened in World War II involving certain, shall we say, jackbooted individuals who had a fascination with the mystical and the occult. And then her husband, Hephaestus, basically turned around and when he found out what was happening to her, went to these, I'm not going to say the word, but you know the individuals I'm talking about. The jackbooted ones went to their enemies, i.e. the US and the UK and everyone else on their side, and gave them the secret to how to build up a very particular weapon. One that's only really been used in warfare twice. So yes. And when it was like, oh yeah, it was so... As was said in the chat earlier, it was both tragic and beautiful at the same time. And it was one of those, yeah, this could end up with Aphrodite dying. But I managed to save her and I'm so freaking happy by it. It's amazing. Really, really good. And so now we're back to speaking to... Persephone. Yeah, we're literally now just discussing what just happened. It's like, did I do the right thing?
I still don't know if I did the right thing.
Well, it was never up to you, Grace. The choice has always been Aphrodite's.
Exactly.
Look at it this way. At least she has a chance now. Whether she uses it, we'll see.
Yeah, they didn't go into details.
I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952. I was married to, well, I'd say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug. A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off. But not before he fired a shotgun into her chest.
Yeah.
My chest? Whatever.
So, yeah, the whole thing we've also found out is that the way the gods live on is, or the idols as they call themselves now, is they pass on their souls, the Eidolons, to another mortal who then takes, like what happened with Calliope and Grace. And once that happens, there's a very brief period where I'm gonna call him the god, the deity. Yeah, the deity. That's a better term. When the deity pretty much just goes to sleep in the new body, but then over time they start to remember, a bit like the Trill from Star Trek. You know, how the memories start to come back, but it's more gradual. And as they become more, in tune with their memories, they start to gain back all of the memories that the previous hosts had, all the way back to the original divine being. So obviously this individual we're talking to now is the latest incarnation of Persephone. And also it's an amazing way of letting them show why. It's like, oh, why does Aphrodite have really dark skin? She was considered to be, sort of, fair of skin. It's like, because it's not the original Aphrodite. It's Aphrodite's soul in a new body. Amazing way of dealing with it, and they can just come up with, I mean, Athena, I think, probably is the one who would almost look close to the similar one, but they can willingly pass it on to. Yeah, it's a brilliant concept. They can willingly pass it on to another individual, which is what Aphrodite was about to do. But unfortunately, the process, it ends the life of the. I'm being very careful not to say a very particular word, because this is one of the content warnings that they put on the thing as well. So I don't want to get. I don't have a problem talking about it, but I understand that Twitch and YouTube can be a bit. They can be a bit weird about those kind of things. So it's just. It's why the term like unalive has come up, because it's it's a safe-ish term. But essentially, yeah, Aphrodite was treated really, really badly in World War II, to the point where she had extreme PTSD, screaming, waking up nightmares and everything else like that. So what we were going to, what we've just come from, was in effect her living wake, to a send-off party. But this is the first one that Calliope, in any form, has ever been to. I think this is the first time as individuals we've managed to save her because Calliope is present. And yeah, this is basically where we get to now. And seriously, I was not expecting the storyline to go down this path, but I really hope we get to meet Hephaestus, because he just seems like an amazing character. It really does. The whole point of it is like, yeah, I'm going to give you the secrets to the nuclear weapons, and in return, you're going to save my wife. But then realizes, like, yeah, I basically given mortals access to, a weapon of incredible destructive power, and he's just retreated. Nobody knows if he's still around, if he's still alive. I hope, he is still around, because honestly, it would make my heart swell so much if we managed to get Hephaestus and Aphrodite back, at the very least, just to sort of meet and talk to each other. But I'm so invested in this story already. I fucking love it. I can understand that why a few people recommended that I play this now. A little while back, it's just like, oh yeah, Chris, this is going to be your type of game. When it started off, I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. But now I can start to see why. It's because the storyline's like, fucking this, and relax. Okay, so back with the story, because I want to play this.
Do you remember who you were before?
I still am her. Chastity, that is. You can see why I switched names.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That week, Persephone made me strong, but it never really goes away.
So
We
yeah,
all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
yeah, and I can very much understand now why Aphrodite picked Venus, and yes, that is the character's actual name, the young lady in the wheelchair. Because I think Apollo said that, or Eros, that what's the word? That she was deliberately looking for the kindest, most gentle souls. And if she's going through extreme PTSD, then I suspect it was like, you know, if someone's kind and gentle, obviously it leaves the imprint on the soul, so they become, it would lessen, I mean, not even lessen the PTSD, but there would be less of it in comparison, so there'll end up being like more good in her soul than the unmentionable stuff that was hinted at but never explicitly said. I really, really freaking love this. I also found out there is a DLC for this as well, which I may have to get, depending upon how cheap it is. I'll have to have a look. I'll have a look once I finish this game to see what's going for. But yeah, as I said, I'm so flirting with Persephone, 100%. So yes, I am taking the flirt option.
You're incredible. You know that?
There's no need to be facetious, Grace.
No, really.
I'm incredible. It's true. It's good that you recognize this.
Okay, I take it back.
Oh, you can't take it back, Grace. I would have thought you'd learned that by now.
Oh, here we go.
After centuries of cruel injustice, everybody working against me.
I like her jacket as well.
Every idol but for one, violent with apathy. We couldn't reach a resolution, but you and I, I'm queen of the underworld, and you Grace. Something seems familiar about you.
Hello, Epi.
Have we met some lifetime ago?
Yeah, that was obvious, than having Calliope's picture in the background there.
Gods like me don't have too much to hope for. The rules been fixed throughout the ages. So I have forged a daring path. I would like to make some changes. You see, we can win a revolution. You and I. I'm queen of the underworld, and you, Grace, you are a queen. You're old, your dominion, and in my opinion, you're on the right track.
Focusing on over this one.
Sounds like they hurt you, defied, or usurped you. It's time that you kick them right back.
Yes.
You've got one big mouth on you, don't you?
Oh my.
It's me who
Ooh. This is definitely the right option.
Think I like that mouth on you, won't you? You've overstayed your welcome. Time to go home.
Okay, that I think we made some progress there.
Get out of here, Grace.
That was wow. Yeah, definitely think we made some progress there. Okay, so yeah, we now go. Yeah, we spoke to Persephone. We've saved Aphrodite. I'm so glad we saved Aphrodite. So yes, yeah. As you can see, I've definitely managed to fix the graphics thing. As I say, it turns out what it was. For some reason, the game doesn't like it that I'm playing this in, or was playing it in windowed, full screen borderless, so I can switch between the two screens quite easily, and it being a widescreen monitor at the same time. Don't know why, it's just one of those weird quirks. You know, some games have it, and I'm not the first game I've had to do this with. I just more surprised I didn't think of it before. So for some reason, if I put it into full screen borderless, it goes weird. But if I keep it bordered, it like sort of puts a hard edge on it, and it stops it from stretching out more than it wants it. I think it gets confused because it's a widescreen. But either way, it's working. It's a bit of a niggle. I have to like alt tab if I want to go onto the other screen, but it's minor. Right, let's go and speak to Pan. Now I know Pan's been mentioned as being one of the possible subjects, but I agree with Aphrodite on this one. Pan's a schemer and a manipulator. Outright kill, you know, he trades and works in favours and things like that. Now, I'm not saying he's not involved, but I don't think he is specifically the one who killed her. I think he may know, or there's definitely something he's not telling us. 100%. 100% there's something he's not telling us. But I don't think he's directly involved. I still hope we get to see Medusa. Actually, properly talk to her. But anyway, let's go and talk to Pan. At Olympus. Yes, that's what the place is called.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Carrie Firewood's voice as Pan is just... They have got the voice, sorry, the actors I should say, the choices are just like, oh, like, damn. So it's like, yeah, how many idols are there? I imagine there's quite a few, probably a lot more than we suspect.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30... Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
Damn, that's not a lot.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
Oh, there's a lot.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will.
Oh, like the heroes and stuff like that.
Given time.
Like Medusa. She wouldn't be an idol, but she, you know, there's a pretty good chance she's going to be immortal. Well, I don't know, maybe. I suppose that, you know, keeping the numbers non-specific means they can just add on more characters later in DLC and stuff like that if they want to. But yeah, as I say, I found out there is a DLC and I am tempted already. I am tempted. Yeah, do most of the idols live here?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Oh yeah,
Right. Good point.
Athena, I found out, is voiced by Felicia Day. Yeah, there's a lot of voices in voice actors in this one. Hermes, Eric Ishii, which was like, damn. So yeah, there's Calliope was Ashley Johnson. Persephone is Mary Elizabeth Glynn. Apollo is Troy Baker, and there's a lot more of them as well. And obviously, Grace here is Laura Bailey.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Yeah, this isn't grand.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
Yeah,
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Okay, and here it is. Yeah, I ain't breaking any rules for you.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have I ever led you astray?
Not yet.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Carrie is playing Pan amazing.
Where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
Okay, now I found out that the question mark symbols is, as I suspected, they do not progress the story. It's the ones where they've got the green, the red, or the blue symbol. Obviously, choices based on what trait I've picked. The heart symbol is obviously the flirty / romance option, and if I ever see a broken heart, that is like end the romance permanently. Like you can't go back to it, and you can't recover from it. So if I ever see that, I've got to be very careful. There's a few other ones as well, but they're the ones that you're going to be seeing every now. But what a lot of people have suggested, and again, I've not had anything to spoil things, just to sort of, or any sort of spoiler-free tips. The general consensus seems to be you want to go through all of the chat options. In what order? Obviously, no, they're not going to say because they're the ones thinking things, but generally speaking, you want to go through them. Even if it's just for like lore or, a bit of interesting information, tidbits and stuff like that. Yeah. And would Hecate really help you? Probably would. But what is a... Now, I know what a reliquary is, but I want to make sure what I'm thinking is what the game considers to be a reliquary. So let's just go from there.
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly.
There we go.
Store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself.
I think we hit a raw nerve there.
A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Yeah, he wants... Okay. Is the reliquary dangerous? I don't think it's necessarily dangerous, but I would reckon there's probably like protections and wards and whatnot in there to prevent entities like Pan from going in there. Which is probably why he's like, oh yeah, you can go in there because, you know, maybe it's to do with Calliope, maybe it's because you're immortal, blah 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 blah. Technically still immortal.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
Yeah.
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
No, you do not. Okay, so, yeah, what kind of... Just work my way around. What kind of favour is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I.
Yeah.
This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
And we're the only...
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
That seems a little bit too easy. That's it.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
Yeah, as I said, as Aphrodite said, Pan is a manipulator and trader of favors and secrets. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Although I know I said I wanted to pick the flirt options, but I realised that it's like, again, that was nothing that was slightly spoiled for me. A few people have said on like the places I was reading up on things, just as guides, it's like, yeah, you want to focus on like one character, generally speaking. Like, not say you can't, but generally speaking, you want to focus your attention on one. I picked Persephone, so like maybe on a future play. Like, I think if I was doing like a charm-based run, I would probably go for Pan because he is very charming, very smooth, very slick. So yeah. Or did Calliope do that? Oh, that's a low blow. I mean, yeah, he is a suspect, but again, I don't think he did anything directly. But you know what? Okay, I'm gonna do it.
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
Ooh. You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
Oh, he's good. He's good. Yeah. I like the way the character's written for Pan. It's like, you know he's suspicious. You know he's got plans. You know he's, always working the angles. Like we, again, use another Star Trek reference, Quark on Deep Space Nine. But at the same time, you get stuff done.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
Yeah, Hecate is pretty powerful.
She's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Fine.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. If there's nothing else you
I know it's not a reference to Baldur's Gate 3, but I cannot see that name now, and without thinking of the foppish vampire from Baldur's Gate 3. I know it isn't, but still. Yeah. What do you know about Medusa?
That depends. What can you tell me about Medusa?
That is a rather peculiar subject change.
Yes, it is.
Came up at Aphrodite's party. I'd like to look into it.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest.
Appropriate. Very appropriate.
You'll be careful if you go there, Grace. Medusa is a hideous creature and should be treated as such.
Now they admit the way they were talking about her before. When he's saying hideous, I don't think he means hideous visually. I think he means hideous in terms of what she does, because it sounds like she's Athena's spy master, assassin. If Athena needs to get her metaphorical hands dirty on a subject, Medusa's the one she sends. So I got a feeling that's what he means, not that visually, she was unpleasant to the eye. Because that's the thing. If I remember, again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly from my lore of the Olympian Greek mythology, I believe that Medusa was generally considered to be, for a mortal, to be quite attractive. Obviously, then I'm going to go to the details, but if you know the lore, let's just say that what happened to Medusa, and she got turned into, the snake-haired, stone-infecting entity that she is known as now. But even then, she was still considered to be a attractive individual. Now, attractive doesn't always necessarily mean physically beautiful. It could just be you find yourself drawn to them. To you, I'm going to use D&D terms here. She had pretty high charisma. But that is also kind of one of the reasons why she got cursed. But I won't go into too much details now, because that's a tangent. I can just go. Or I'll say, seriously, look up on it, but be warned. Some of the old Greek mythology stuff can be a bit, So I'll just leave it as that.
Okay, I give up. How does one treat a hideous creature?
With a great deal of respect, if you know what's good for you. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
Thanks, dude.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Yeah, I don't trust him. I do not trust. Okay. Oh, we're on day 3, right? Let's go to the reliquary. I want to meet Medusa before we go to the reliquary. Yeah, let's go to speak with Medusa, and then go to the reliquary. I want to see Medusa.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
There you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing?
She got freaking mace.
You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Right, you have equipment?
What kind of equipment does one bring to a meeting with Medusa?
This isn't a meeting, Grace. You're not here to tell her on your business plan.
Please tell me you don't have any weapons in there.
Nothing to get me stopped on the bus.
She's got a mace on her back.
Need some backup in there. Okay, do you even know anything about Medusa?
Yeah. Can she really turn people into stone?
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Freddy is like the audience stand-in for people who don't know. Yeah, okay. Hit me with some knowledge.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know, she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena.
Mm-hmm.
The stories goes anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
That Medusa's a monster, though. Well, what was it? I mean, they said at the beginning that mortals have got a lot of things right and a lot of things wrong about these individuals, about the idols. So it's like the core information and stuff is there. Like the whole thing with Eros and, Aphrodite. Eros is the son of Aphrodite, but he is not the son of this Aphrodite. If that, again, from a soul point of view, he is her son, but from a physical body point of view, he isn't. So it's like it's both the truth and not the truth at the same time. Now, I don't necessarily think they say that Medusa is a monster in the traditional sense. I mean, it'd be cool if she does have the snake here, but I think they mean she's a monster because of what she does rather than what she is. You know, that's how whole sort of, takes individuals down that need to be taken out and things like that as part of the, under the rules and that sort of thing. Like maybe not idols, but if somebody needs to have their head removed from the general vicinity of their body, it sounds like Athena sends Medusa. So
she was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
One of the worst. Though who knows if that is still true?
From what Apollo said, I don't think she's changed much.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena, and what happened to her was an injustice.
Oh, yes.
Athena just follows the rules, right?
Yes. Yes. Again, I will not go into too much detail of it because it's, let's just say that depending upon who you speak to and the versions of the story, yeah, Medusa got done dirty. So she's kind of sympathetic in a way, but at the same time, it's like, well, anyway, let's just move on.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Alright, I've got a choice. Use a distraction, find another entrance, or confront the enforcer. Okay. Yeah, finding the entrance doesn't feel right. Let's just go with distraction. It probably won't work, but you never know. Oh.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh God, no. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors? My cosplay outfit. No, do not tell me that I got it wrong. I spent $50 on this ticket. I demand my personal photo.
Okay, that was, I think I made the right choice. That was good. Oh. Oh, I love that sound.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of the night. This sacred.
Oh, I love that sound effect.
Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So
Oh, she is scary.
I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
I think it's the teeth that are doing it.
Right, let's play. I'm sure you can bite, okay. But you get a fight today. You're fighting Grace this time. And this time's mine. This time.
Oh, yeah.
These heroes got sent to me. Each one of them bent to me.
Not meant to be this time.
This time and all time.
This time's mine.
This time's mine. This time just like every time.
He's mine.
Now.
Oh, that's good. Bites it. Hello? No, you do not sit there.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions?
Oh, yeah, now I can see it.
That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Cause this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time.
Oh, she's gonna feed on her.
Into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look
You flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some steaks. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes.
Okay.
Murdering muses.
helps me relax.
I should sound out Athena about your naughty night snacks. Me and Athena.
I've noticed the background is an eye. That's good.
I'll say what I've seen.
I'm getting quite keen to chew off that face. Now look into.
Oh, snakes alive! I've killed a few times, you see. I'm Murder Calliope. Say, would you like to be the Murray this time?
This time is fine.
If yes, then fine.
I just said fine. You're
This
trying to buy
time.
time. You're lost, little girl. No more.
I keep calling her a little girl. That's gonna come back and bite someone in the back.
Know the meal is you. The killer's me.
You don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't.
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No.
Oh.
Fine grace.
Maybe Athena does know. Oh, that's good. That's just unpleasant. Okay.
You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your homework.
Cat ears.
Oh, sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We got this.
Hey, stand down, Freddy. Let's give Medusa some space.
Yeah, okay. I'm watching her, though.
She's really getting into this.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Yeah. Did you try to eat Calliope too? No. Do you know what happened? Yeah.
Isn't it obvious? Tell us what you know about Calliope's death.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I didn't touch her. I didn't even know she'd been attacked until I saw her flee.
She went to the reliquary.
You did not even know that much.
Wait, this is the same reliquary Pan wants you to go to?
Huh. Small world.
Yeah.
She was at the reliquary the eve she died, but I had no part in the muse's death.
Yeah, who attacked Calliope?
You said Calliope was attacked. Who could have done it?
I thought it might have been Asterion. I saw the great beast chasing her, as I was.
Great beast.
Pan's friend?
It was not him, alas. He was as confused as I, and not a drop of the muse's blood on him. Yet I realized this too late.
So what happened in the reliquary?
I never entered, so I do not know. A question for Asterion and Hecate, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes.
True.
Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her?
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Yeah. Did you find out why Calliope was there? How can we believe you? We didn't tell Athena. I'm going to get round to the you didn't tell Athena one eventually, but... Yeah.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
So something happened in there.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
Uh-huh.
And you wonder why I said nothing to anyone. After all, who would believe ugly, monstrous Medusa?
Yeah, that's no reason why I'm not picking the how can we believe you option, because... Hey, what's the matter with you? Okay.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Yep.
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
So Athena knows Calliope was attacked there?
Yes, no. If she does, surely not by whom. I am but guessing, however. Lady Athena tells me oh so very little.
I've got a pick. How can we believe you? Okay.
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again.
No, thank you.
It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
Hey, I'm trying to cut down on the sugars, so I understand where you're coming from. Like,
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, Pretty Muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
no, that's very true. She did. Yeah. I'm not going to volunteer the information. Let's just put it like that. Because I'm not condoning what Medusa has done. But at the same time, she's in that category of... Oh, what's the matter with you? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not paying the cat attention.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth...
Yeah, she's dangerous, but she hasn't lied to us, so I'm not saying we trust her,
I hope you find what you
but I believe her,
Pretty Muse,
if that makes sense.
and that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
So, someone's being very snuggly at the moment. What's the matter? You want cuddles, don't you, kitty cat? I know, I'm sorry. Okay, so on day 3 at the moment, so I know. Yeah, that bouncer's not happy.
Big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
Yeah. Honestly, I think I do. I think I do believe her. Again, I don't trust her as an individual, as such, but as far as everything's been presented to me so far, I don't think she's lying.
We should probably check at the reliquary to make sure, but so far, yeah, I think so.
You don't think maybe she's just trying to protect herself?
I don't know. Her fear just seemed real.
So the hunt continues?
I'll go with that.
More adventures for me then.
Yes. Yes, thanks for helping.
Hey, I really appreciate all your help, Fred.
Right? I am so good at this. Who needs to be an idol?
Is this where you offer to be my kick-ass high priestess?
Am I not already? Seriously, am I not?
Yeah, you found out a couple of days ago that your best friend is basically a proto-deity god. So,
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked.
It's everywhere.
I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
Yeah, he didn't know what happened to her and lied about why. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he lied. I just don't think he told us the truth. Which sounds like the same thing, but it's not. Yeah. Why did you do that? Because that's who he is. Yeah, what aren't you telling me, Pan?
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
Of course.
What possible reason would I have to...
Tell me, right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear Muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Yeah, you sold her out.
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
There we go.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
So
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
So yeah, he's indirectly responsible for her death, and he feels guilty, so he's trying to make up for it. Alright. Let's go for the reliquary. Yeah, because there's only like 7 days in this, and we're on day 4.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
Yeah, so I was told, yeah.
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D. I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Well done. Well done.
How much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Oh, that is... That's tickled me. Considering, obviously, what one of the things that many people know Laura Bailey for doing. Oh, that's good. That's nothing like D&D. It's like, yeah, trust me, I know. Well done. Well done, game. Well done. Right, tell me about Hecate.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Yes, we know. I played Hades too.
She's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
That sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate! I love your library. So much knowledge. Wow.
I bet you'll really appreciate a quality smartass.
I brought you for a reason, right?
We make a fine team, you and I.
Yeah, so about this idol we're helping.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
Nope.
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant...
Oh!
Pan did not mention that.
Oh, we're gonna meet the Minotaur. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong.
Yeah. Yes, I was like, didn't have to say anything. It was just like, yeah. Yeah.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then.
Hey.
Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
If I can, yeah.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Everything. That's Hecate. Oh, wow. That is,
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Yep.
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
Oh, I love the way they did the voice for Hecate. That is good. I mean, I've got the kick-ass action option for a reason, so let's. And what's the worst you can do?
Listen, lady, I don't care who you are. One more word and I'll have you dancing a jig until your giant feet fall off.
Grace?
No, I've had it with being threatened.
Look at her face.
Once, I'd like to go somewhere and not be challenged to a fight.
You are Grace?
That brief look at her face is like, what?
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait, you knew it would happen?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written.
Oh, someone's messing around with fate.
Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
Okay. Because... okay. Now, this is where playing Hades 2 has come in helpful. Because if they're following the same law and logic, I vaguely remember that Hecate is like the mother or overseer or scion of the fates. So it does stand there to be a logical progression that she would probably know the fates of every individual or some way, which is why she's like, wait, well, Calliope was due to die in 11 months and 3 days in a car crash. Oh, perhaps that's what it is. Someone's getting someone's messing with fate.
They're wrong about this. Calliope was murdered just a few days ago.
That is impossible.
Nope.
I don't know what to tell you.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea. Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
Oh, yeah.
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Yeah. Can't you speed that up?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Fates.
The what?
The Fates.
You might know them as the Fates.
Yes!
They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
No, you do not mess with the Fates.
They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Yeah, the Fates are probably the most dangerous entities in that whole thing because of the the past, the present, the future, birth, life, death, maiden, mother, crone, anything that's got like a triumvirate to do with life, it's basically connected to the Fates. And also that's a thing that Apollo was talking about yesterday, how he was saying the whole thing about prophecy, and that once you know a prophecy, you are bound by that prophecy. It's like they say, oh, you're going to fall into a hole. Right, I'm going to try to avoid every hole possible, and in doing so, by trying to avoid a hole, you actually end up falling into one. Okay, it should be very affectionate. Yeah, can I be Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion.
If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Yeah. Can we talk, buddy?
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you...
Oh, nope. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
I don't think it was.
Inside. Do you have another plan?
I don't think it was. Yeah, we got these pals for a reason. Let's use them.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
He's still here. I had to run the entire... that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate? I know it's Hecate, but still.
Kate?
You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her.
I was not expecting that.
Tell her.
Okay, this whole little sub-quest is brilliant because, one, I was expecting, in every betrayal of the Minotaur, you expect the Minotaur to be like this huge, muscle-bound warrior, engine of destruction, not this disturbingly adorable nerd who's in love with Hecate.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world.
Mate.
I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Oh, he's even doing there's like, help me please thing with the fingers. It's so freaking adorable. Yeah. Now, why not talk to her?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? Take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried.
Oh, this character's brilliant.
Over a table, or killing a cat, or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
I'm sorry.
Another cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
He accidentally killed her cat. Oh dear, I'm with Freddy on this one.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
He's got it bad. Okay.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Okay, I've got to find out who's voicing this Minotaur because he is amazing. Oh dear. Okay, I've got to find out who's doing this. Oh god. He was a bellend. Oh, it's Rahul Kohli. Oh, okay. That was... Well done, Rahul. Well freaking done. Ah. That's going to be living rent-free in my head for a long time. Yes, I mean, to be fair, after the sort of rather heavy scene at the beginning of the session, having that, dude, I am going to do everything in my power to at least, give you the confidence you need to go and speak to Kate, to Hecate. Now, obviously, bear in mind, if she turns you down, you got to respect it, okay? You got to respect it if she turns you down. Don't go full incel on any of that nonsense or anything like that. But, heck, yes, I'm going to at least try and open the door to this opportunity. But, yeah. Fucking hell. I need a... Oh my god. I was not expecting that. That caught me off guard. And it made me very happy. Alright. Okay. Focus. We're gonna help this Minotaur. We're gonna help our buddy here.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. Please say you'll help me.
Okay. Now, yeah, that's a good question. What if she turns you down? Because if he seems like a genuine, honest person, and honestly, that Theseus comment, dude, you're my friend for life now because of that. But it seems like he wants to, improve his confidence, improve his skills with things, rather than trying to say, can you do anything to Hecate? It's like, no. That's what we call a dick move. But the fact he's saying, look, can you give me the confidence to boost the right words and things like that? Yeah, I think we can. But I am curious to see, what would he do if she turns him down? Because this is important.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Okay, you know what? Assuming he's on the level, we're going to help him. And if she says no, fair enough. You've given it a shot. Okay. So what you can do in return?
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
There are times I wish I'd picked the charisma option, but hey, that's what future playthroughs are for. I guess we do this. Yeah. Doesn't this seem weird? I mean, last week we were, setting up a rock band. A few days ago, we met a muse and she died, transferring her soul to us. We've then met several other deities. We've met Athena, Apollo. We saved Aphrodite from an unpleasant fate, shall we say. And we've now travelled to some extraplanial corner of the underworld. Met Hecate, found out someone's been diddling Fate, and now we've got a disturbingly adorable Minotaur who wants the courage to ask out his crush. This is not the weirdest thing we've done in this game in the last few days. Yeah.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
Come on. Oh, here we go.
Set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
Come on, we got this. We got this. I'm gonna go for the green.
Spell on me. Not literally, obviously. I feel in summary, you and me are meant.
Going for the green charisma route, I think, for this one.
'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly.
And he's giving it his best.
I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically, shit can sometimes.
Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
I love this character. He's amazing.
Hecate, with you, there's so much to love.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
He's overthinking it.
She doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me.
Shit.
Ooh, good word. Is your pallid skin.
Oh.
Your lips are so thin. Your love of.
He's doing his best, damn it.
Asterion, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great.
Come on. Come on, Asterion, you got this.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me. Katie, yeah, that's what I've always called you. It sounds juvenile, but that name makes me smile. I've always wanted to tell you. Anyways, as friends, I'm only a fraction of what I can be. I mean, I'll still make you tea, but don't you want more than tea?
Is this what you truly wish to do? This love could easily fall through. Imagine if we ceased to be. It's a possibility, don't you see?
Oh god, he's looking pretty bad.
Hecate, it could be this spell on me has blinded my eyes from what you can see. If there's even the smallest possibility of losing you somehow, I'll take it back now. I'm finished, could someone rescue me? This is a disaster, Grace, help me!
We got this.
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this Minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word. Flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? already moved in. Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core, burned so many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire.
There was no green option that time, so I went for blue.
I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Like magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss, so don't dismiss, just resist.
You think that I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me.
Freddy's face. He's like, yes.
Come with me.
Come on.
Come with me.
Yeah, live a little.
Come with me.
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Can you leave?
Yes!
I'm prepared for this.
My heart is a shiver, so hard to describe these feelings I feel coming up from
Yeah, because she's a titan, isn't she? Yeah.
unexpected. I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddy, how do I thank you?
I think you just did.
You trod the path well.
Okay.
You cast a spell on me.
Yeah. I'm with Grace on that one.
That was diverting.
Oh, that felt good.
I felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
Oof.
Been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to
This is why you keep doing like... Wait. Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Okay, right, I get it. So she knew, but she couldn't act like she knew until Asterion said it, because it was being written that she didn't respond until Asterion said it, so she has to follow the rules and is bound by fate. You could, help me in return. Just saying.
There is a way to repay me. I still need to find out who killed Calliope.
I fear I am oath-sworn to discuss no matters that occur within these halls.
Worth a shot.
All I need is...
If there are revelations from my investigation into the abnormality, you shall be informed.
Yeah. Hecate can't...
Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Yeah, she can't speak of it.
Wait for me outside, yeah?
That's the thing, yeah. Hecate can't speak about it. And obviously she knows.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. What'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Bet she did. Oh, I bet.
Ooh, I'll bet she did.
Yeah, well, Kate wants us to talk about our feelings more. And there, of course, was tea. I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
We heard part of the story from Medusa. She saw Calliope fleeing from the reliquary, bleeding.
And when Medusa ran after her, that's when she ran into you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I was also chasing after Calliope. She'd broken in. Why she did? Hecate can't figure out. She didn't touch anything or take anything, but somebody attacked her when she was here.
Yeah. How do you know it was taken? Yeah, good question.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Interesting. So again, things are going back to Athena again. Who definitely seems to know a lot more about what's going on than she first let on. Like, I don't think Athena killed Calliope, but I think there's, she's probably like bound by rules and protocols and stuff like that. She may have found like a loophole. I mean, Athena is technically a goddess of wisdom, after all. Now, some people argue that's more to do with, like tactical combat wisdom, that sort of aspect. But she is also regarded as wisdom in the more conventional sense. So she's not stupid. That's the thing. The question is, well, what does she know? What does she know? So yeah. So Athena knows what's happened here. I think I'm going to have to go through all of these questions because there's some serious lore going on here.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Yeah, what kind of relics are there?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
Confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Okay. I get the feeling that's like, if I was in that sort of situation, I'd be pretty much acting like Freddy is. So, like, that shit's real. Hell yeah. Like, yeah,
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. After I ran into Medusa, Calliope was long gone. Only thing I found was Pan's key.
You mean this key? The one Pan gave me?
Yeah. Well, Calliope must have dropped it. I sent it back to Pan.
Yeah, how did Calliope get Pan's key? I mean, well, we know that Pan sent her there, but again, things are pointing towards Athena and Pan at the moment.
How could Calliope have gotten Pan's key?
Same way you did, I guess. Pan must have given it to her. There's only a few keys to get into the reliquary. Athena doesn't want the idols to come here much.
Mm-hmm.
And Pan has one. That's odd.
Yeah, so, I made it for him a while back. Different favour.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it was Medusa. I mean, yeah, she's Medusa, but I don't think she killed Calliope.
Couldn't Medusa have been the one who attacked Calliope?
I don't think so.
I thought maybe because she was chasing Calliope too. Well, why would she do that? But now I don't know. Medusa never got into the reliquary. I sure never let her in.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Okay, so whatever happened to her happened in the reliquary. So who else could have attacked her? I mean, there's obviously still individuals we haven't encountered yet.
If it wasn't Medusa, who else could have attacked Calliope here? Who had access?
It was just me and Kate. I didn't see anyone that night other than Medusa.
How did Calliope get inside?
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Until the alarms went off, though, we didn't even know anyone was here.
It has alarms.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched.
Which is
That's how Kate knows nothing was touched or stolen. We just don't know what did happen. Yet.
Yeah.
Then Medusa's story checks out. She was here, yeah, but she was never in the reliquary.
Mm-hmm.
And Pan's name popped up.
Again.
He sent you here, Grace, to do some favor, yet he had to know Calliope came here that night.
Which he failed to mention, for some reason.
Mm-hmm. For some reason.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Thanks, dude.
You okay there, friendo?
Yeah. I'm furious.
Honestly, I'm furious. Someone knew she was here. They attacked her here.
And got away without Asterion seeing them.
I might never find out, Freddy. What if I ask Pan about the key and there's nothing? What then? Someone murdered her and they might never see justice.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go to Pan. Confront him.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Pan. I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
Okay.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious.
And what's in the book?
I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
Yeah, stop playing with me.
You know I did. Don't try to deny it.
I'm fairly certain I've yet to deny anything at all.
Ugh.
Grace, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were being fresh.
You gave Calliope the key that night. The same one you gave me. You knew she went there.
The truth? The truth is Calliope asked me for the key that night, no questions asked. Why would I refuse her? The truth is also that I have no idea what happened to her there. I wanted you to discover that on your own. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Yeah. Not without proof.
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
You want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it?
Yes.
Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
If I can't
Yeah.
accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Yeah, I kind of want to know. I mean, he has been useful, but I don't want him to know that. So, but I also don't want to be completely an dingle arsehole towards him. So I'm going to go with a more neutral response for this.
That's my cue to go, isn't it?
If you must, there are always alternatives, you know. You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
What's the point of even getting to know me then? Right?
Oof. It was almost. He seems almost genuinely on that one. Okay. Right, I think that is a perfect point to end things for tonight. So yeah, there was like 7 days. We're on day 5. So this could be one of those sort of ones where I've probably only got like 1 or 2 streams of it left, depending on how things go. Damn, that was a good session. I mean, the stuff at the beginning with Aphrodite was heavy as heck, and I could have easily have seen that going really bad. I really could have seen that going really bad. So glad it didn't, and we managed to save her. But then at the end, that bit with the Minotaur. Except for Theseus, he's a bellend. That is going to live rent-free in my head for a very, very long time. Okay, so yeah, going to be back tomorrow with this. Friday will obviously still be some more Final Fantasy, because there's a lot of stuff going on with that I need to do. I'm making some progress in the crafting and things like that, which is proving to be very, very helpful. Plus also I want to do some more like the side questing stuff, just like make a nice chill stream to end off the week, that kind of thing. But for now, I'm going to end this, and I'm going to be going over this tomorrow. I am really, really enjoying this. Really, really. I'm also going to have a look to see what the DLC costs and everything like that as well, because I'm very tempted to get that. Depends on how much it costs. So, and also whether or not the DLC is any good. Because sometimes you can get games that are brilliant, but the DLC, not so great. But you never know. So for now, I will say good night. And yeah, see you tomorrow for some more about this. Night night.